This calorie-dense FPS masterfully blends the frenetic combat of Doom 2016 and Eternal with flashy cyberpunk stylings and satisfying roguelite elements in a big way. When it all comes together, you're what would happen if John Wick went full cyber psycho. So, do I have your attention? After grinding my face off in Wayfinder and TFD the past few weeks, I desperately wanted something chill and mindless to play while planning out the rest of the year's releases. Oh boy, Deadlink is neither of those things, and that is freaking great. The moment-to-moment gameplay is intense, requires forethought without getting in its own way, and leans hard into the cyberpunk power fantasy while keeping you appropriately challenged all along the way. Let's really take a moment to recognize something. Gruby Entertainment was founded in 2020, and this is their first mainstream game. Wrap your brain around that for a sec. Now, I generally have a rule that I won't post a review of a game until about 25-ish hours of gameplay, so that I can be reasonably sure to have seen a vertical slice of the content on offer. Right now, I'm at about 7 hours into Deadlink, and here I am, scripting, recording, and editing a video at 10 at night just so more people can know about it. Yeah, it's that good. Normally, roguelites and likes are a mixed bag for me. I like them in concept, provided the core gameplay loop is fun and the progression isn't needlessly complex just for the sake of complexity. Oftentimes, the further you progress in a roguelite and unlock more items, the more RNG works against you in terms of the balance between having actually useful items and dreck in the drop pool. Rogue Legacy 2, hi. Couple that with marathon run length and weird difficulty spikes to inflate playtime, and it's usually a hard pass from me. Deadlink, though, knocks these shortfalls out of the park. Since I'm evidently the TLDR core gameplay loop guy, or something, here's how it plays out in Deadlink. First, you'll pick a combat shell for the run to determine your base archetype. Load into a series of arenas with sets of enemies and unique challenges. Traverse the map with your shell's individual mobility tools like a Beyblade with ADHD, while using your abilities and grenades to mark enemies, and turning them into loot piñatas which refill your ammo and shields. Unlock new implants and modifiers which significantly impact how your kit works, for the duration of that run. I really like the way that the energy and activator systems which tie your abilities, the environment, and upgrades together. It's really cool being able to put together a build that favors the abilities that you enjoy using more, instead of having to be pigeonholed into you picked up this buff, well, that means your main weapon is now a fish. And there you'll fight well-designed and appropriately challenging bosses, likely get explodinated more than once along the way, in my case because I stood too close to the splody barrel. After explodinating, you spend XP and tokens in a progression system that keeps you appropriately engaged while respecting your time. Then, it's time to channel your inner warboy and strap back in. First and foremost, this feels like an arena or movement shooter. If you enjoy those types of titles, you'll feel right at home here. The movement and gunplay in Deadlink is correct. Hold on a second here. I didn't say good or great. It is correct. If something isn't smooth while playing, it's not the game at fault. Each shell archetype has its own movement ability, weapons, and flavor. They all feel roughly comparable in terms of power level and are actually meaningfully different instead of being what amounts to a palette swap. Right now, I'm rather enjoying the Hunter and Engineer shells. Haven't been able to make the Juggernaut really work for me, but the Soldier and the Grappling Hook of Doom shotgun combo is tasty. The game isn't unfairly difficult, but it does demand some precision and willingness to learn and level up. Each biome is a notable increase in raw numbers related difficulty, and the mobs in each all have unique strategies for making your cybernetic entrails your cybernetic X-trails. Dudes in the third biome seem to have like one speed and one speed alone. Go for face. The game expects you to fail as part of progression. It is a roguelite, after all, but each time I've been involuntarily recompiled, there is a meaningful difference to total power levels and overall subjective and objective progression in the game. I genuinely appreciate a game that respects my time as a player and delivers what it promises. No less, no more. Lastly, music and sound design fit perfectly with the pace and tone of the game. Listen to this for a moment. Absolute bangers. So, to wrap things up here, it's good. Like, seriously, if you're still here at this point in the video, you're obviously adequately curious about the game. Go buy it, pop some Corpo skulls, then post a Steam review. No, I'm serious. As of recording, it's sitting at 2,700 reviews, which is criminal for something of this quality. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a Google alert set for news about Gruby Entertainment and more adrenaline-fueled cybernetic rampages to get into. I've been BaldSquid. See you next time.